What's up, everybody? Just a quick update today on a couple of things that I wish I had gotten a long time ago for my Model 3 Performance. They're super cheap items. You can get them on Amazon, you can get them at a hardware store, but they're things that I think are going to make a huge difference, both in terms of keeping this thing clean and the driving experience itself. Before I dive into that, I just wanted to give you a quick update on my new camera setup. I'm loving it thus far, but looking for your feedback. Is the quality good? Is the sound good? If not, let me know. I'm still learning to use all the settings and getting used to the camera. But anyway, the way I've got it set up now is the microphone's attached off to the side. I can still see and use the flip-up screen. And I've got a quick release on there so I can put it on a GorillaPod. I can leave it where it is here on the suction cup on the back of the screen, or I can put it on a tripod. It's real quick and easy, so it makes filming a whole lot easier, and hopefully I can get some better shots for you guys. The one thing I'm a little bit worried about is the fact that it vibrates quite a bit while it's on this suction cup mount. Hopefully this steady cam, or the steady shake mode, or whatever it is able to deal with some of that, but we'll find out once I put this on the computer. If not, I'll try and correct it in post, but if it's bad, I'm gonna have to come up with another mounting solution. The one last thing I'm thinking about getting is a powered microphone. I haven't had a ton of luck with the passive Rode mic that I'm using. It just tends to pick up interference. I don't know if that's from the camera or from the screen or from the, I don't know, LTE in the car, but get a little bit of interference now and then and want to make sure the audio is good enough for you guys. So again, leave me a comment if you've used those other mics, think they're better, and I might give it a shot. So as many of you know, I have a little bit of an issue with the sound, the road noise in the Model 3. You know, it's not worse than any other car because I've tested that against a Cadillac ATS. The link is up here. But just because there is no engine noise, you hear road noise, you hear vibrations a whole lot more, and it drives me a little bit crazy. So, you know, while there's still some more soundproofing I want to do at some point up in the front wheel wells, I just haven't put the car up on jack stands yet and gotten to that. I'll do that at some point. But I have noticed quite a bit of rattle coming from the seat belt, the little slider thing that allows you to move it up and down. I don't think they put a little piece of rubber bumper or felt between this piece of plastic and this piece of plastic that's covered in just some sort of fabric. So I'm gonna try to fix that today once I get to a place to park and take a look at it. I've got some options with me and we'll figure out which one works best, but they're both super cheap. Two options that I'm gonna try out. I'm pretty sure I know which one's gonna work, but we'll see. First are these felt pads. I'm gonna try and maybe cut one, fit it in there, see how that works. The second are these little bumpers. As you can tell, both of these I kind of keep sitting around the house as they're always helpful to have. So I just did the driver's side, and I think the rubber bumpers are going to be the way to go. The problem is they were just a little too tall, so the molding sticks out a little bit, but I came prepared with a piece of sandpaper, and I'm going to sand some of these down a little bit, and hopefully that will make it work really well. They're not the easiest thing in the world to sand, but it should work. They're super easy to just peel them off. I'm sticking them to the inside of the fixed piece rather than the piece that slides. Seems to work the easiest. It does make it stick out just a little bit, but honestly, unless you're looking for it, you'd never know. Let's get this second one here. Shift that forward. Kind of, this one's a little harder to peel back. Just push it down in and then push it fixed. And hopefully that stops the vibration. I'll test it out and let you know after I drive home. Alright, well, this one's a little weird, but honestly, I saw this pop up on my Instagram feed out of all places. Thought it was interesting, thought it actually solved a problem that sort of frustrates me sometimes, so I figured I'd give it a try. but here it is. Basically, it's just a wand with a microfiber pad at the end, so you can clean, where is it? Clean your windshield. But we're gonna give it a try, see how it works. The front actually isn't the biggest issue for me. It's actually more the back, which I'll show you in a second. But honestly, it works as advertised. But it is kind of funny how often I see smudges on the inside after I've cleaned because I missed something. And this actually makes it really easy. You don't have to kind of stand there with your door open and, you know, reach around and try and get all the corners. This just works. So the back is interesting because it's actually super steep and the headrests get in the way. So reaching the back with your hand is actually a bit of a project. So let's give this one a try. All right, now the final thing is I noticed that my wheels were getting some brown on them. It's mostly, I think, just from kind of drying of the rubber, and I clean them quite often, so I don't think it's dirt, but I'm going to try and clean that up. I think I got most of this stuff from CarPro, but I'll try and find you links. I think you can get it pretty much anywhere. But I'm just going to do a quick clean of the tire just to make sure there's nothing loose on there. And this thing is actually what I'm pretty interested in. It's just a little foam applicator pad to put on the tire protectant and shine. Well, so as you can see, significantly shinier now. I think they look good, and that hopefully will keep them looking a little bit better. So I told you this one was going to be quick. Just figured I'd share a couple of things that I got to make the sound in the car hopefully a little bit better and make it easier for me to clean. If you're still out there deciding on if you should get a Tesla, the answer is an absolute yes. Use my referral code. It's in the description below. And keep an eye out. I'm about to make a 1-year, 10,000 mile review on the car, talking about, you know, what I'm going to call the good, the bad, and the ugly of the car itself and living with it. Hopefully I'll post that in a couple of weeks. I still haven't quite hit 10,000 miles, so I want to actually have it be a real review. But for now, have a good day, and we'll see you next time.